I don't think I do too well. Well with moderation, well with moderation. I try to control myself, but I lack the patience. Can't seem to slow the pacing. The way it self-sabotage, I got it down to an art. I should hold back, but where's the fun in the night? I don't think I do too well. Well with moderation, well with moderation. Too well, well I do too well, well I do well, well I do too well. I don't think I do too well. Well with moderation, well with moderation. I try to control myself, but I lack the patience. Can't seem to slow the pacing. The way it's so sabotage, I got it down to an art. I should hold back, but what's the fun in the night? I don't think I do too well. Well with moderation, well with moderation.
Thank Well, I
Answer
couldn't even get on
questions.
Discord on the computer, so I was a little panicked because I know we're starting the stream.
Oh no. And actually, we are started. So hi, it's early. It's the 18th of February, and it's 8:30 in the morning, and we're gonna do some D&D. It's session 86 of Odyssey of the Dragonlords, titled Aftermath. Um, it's gonna be good, but we're gonna do a recap. But right now, Acadia is having internet issues because she's in the northeast. You son of a
Okay,
bitch!
because you guys can hear
Oh,
me
you
right
got
now.
me.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do the recap and
48
then I'll switch
months.
over later. I joined
Damn,
because I
dude.
turned on a hotspot. But so let me see.
If you
Sorry, I'm
call
a
me.
little bit discombobulated right now. Um, it's been a few weeks, so why don't I start with the end of our previous session, which was we were in a deep battle with Lutheria. And actually, there was a very high probability of a TPK if it weren't for our wonderful friends in the chat, Mad Celt Caesar and Brian Brogar. And we're fighting Lutheria, and Arcadia hits her with an arrow of slaying, taking her down. And she sees Lutheria go down to one knee, and she says, "Finally." Lutheria says that. And in a bright light of darkness, she pops back up and has transformed into what looks like a black angel of death. And when the dust settles and we look around, we see 6 of her. And that is where our last session 2 weeks ago started. And all the Lutherias stand up and speak in unison. Now what? And Arcadia looking around at the party where I think Demetrius only has 1 hit points and all of our spell slots have been shot and things like that. She does a Hail Mary and drops to one knee, remembering that Lutheria is not only insane but also vain, and says, "What has happened that your beauty has increased 6-fold?" But they all laugh at her, Lutheria's, and they say, "Flattery, is that what you want to come with now? Is flattery after you just shot me?" And Demetrius says, "Well, by the looks of it, it seems that we did you a favor." And he raises his hand into the air and summons the powers of the divine stallion to cast lay on hands on himself. And Lutheria says, "Oh, so you wish to defeat me, but you worship my brother." And she will not tell him what happened to the divine stallion, although she knows. And we try to get out of this, but she says no. Um, and she is, let's see, um, sorry, there's some important information in here. We ask what her history is with Nico, but because he doesn't remember, but she won't tell us. But Demetrius looks at Nico and says, "Nico, I think she should discuss this perhaps with her father." And her father is Kentamine. And Lutheria says, "You leave him out of this." And Nico says, he can't remember what happened between him and Lutheria, and all he knows is he wants his wife and children back. And Lutheria spits on the ground and says, "Ugly woman, foul, miserable children." And as we seem to be at a standstill, Lutheria actually, we talk about the oath of peace, and we're wondering if it's going to end. Um, and she says, truth be told, she really has no interest in the oath of peace. It gets tiresome, and she doesn't care about her brother, and her brother is Sidon, her brother's plans anymore. And she will not tell us what the plans are, but they are her brother's plans. And Demetrius checks his divine sense, and they all come up as celestials. And at that point, Nico reaches in his pocket and pulls out a stone coin and holds it up. And Nico says, "Do you know what this is?" And she narrows her eyes. "And what do you think that does?" "It may give us an edge." "You should put things down that you do not understand." And Demetrius says, "Summon him, Nico. Pray to him." And Nico clutches this in his hand. And what it is, it's the boon that Kentamine gifted him when he won the final battle in the great games of Nitros, the Battle of the 100 Hands. And Nico begins to think of Kentamine and starts murmuring that he wants Kentamine to come and offer him the boon that was provided for him. And as he prays, all the Lutherias shout, "No!" They all raise their scythes and start running towards us. When they do so, it seems almost as if time has stopped. We all look around and we're in a bright place. We don't really see anything around us, but Nico senses Kentamine asking, "What do you want?" He opens his eyes and looks at the Lutherias that have stopped and thinks these thoughts. "An end to this. I want my family back. I want this witch stopped and her evil done with." And he gets the sense, so be it. I will. And we all feel a little bit more powerful as Kentamine levels all of us up to 12. And as the light and warmth embrace fade away after we level up, we start the fight. And the Lutherias come to and slash Nico, and they have the scythes, remember, that do not even need to roll to hit. They just deal massive damage. And so one slashes at Nico, one slashes at Demetrius, and we're talking damage in the 30 and 40 ranges. Nico points at one of the Lutherias, and for the first time, he casts a brand new spell that he got called Planar Binding. And it needs a gem worth 1,000 gold pieces to fuel it. And luckily, he got that from Queen Darien as thanks for helping her overthrow the evil queen. And he tells the bound Lutheria to protect us from the others. One Lutheria slashes at Gravik. Corbin grows large with his giant's might. And Gravik gives Corbin bardic inspiration via words of encouragement and teleports Arcadia off to the distance so she can do her thing, fighting best at range. And Arcadia ends up shooting one of the Lutherias, and strangely enough, it disappears. Vengeance breathes her cold breath on another one that disappears. And so we find out that there's one real Lutheria, and there are all these other kind of mirror images, except with this, the mirror images can cast and they can do damage. So I'm just going to look a quick. We have a mighty battle. I'm just going to mention a few things that we found out that we had from leveling up. Demetrius creates a whip of fire called a fire lure. Gravik has a new spell called Big B's Hand, which he uses to grab one of the Lutherias and crush it to make it disappear. Demetrius drinks a potion of frost giant strength, but unfortunately he can't use it. And then a Lutheria sighs and lets out an extremely loud scream, and this is one of a 9th level spell called Psychic Scream. And if you die, your head explodes. And it was for 61 damage. Luckily, no one went down. Nico cast Mass Cure Wounds. Meanwhile, Gravik pulls out the white book and starts looking through it to see if anything changed on it that might help them in their current situation, because we are in a heavy battle. Let's see. Gravik successfully counterspells a banishment spell or something that would teleport him away. Nico uses a brand new spell on Demetrius, Heal, to heal him for 70 hit points. Now, Lutheria is starting to get pissed because Gravik seems to have read something in the book that causes him to directly attack Lutheria's scythe. And she takes him down after he does something crazy, like he climbs up Lutheria 50 feet up and tries to bite her with his vampire, and it doesn't do any damage. Then Lutheria casts another new spell, Synaptic Static, against Nico and Demetrius has muddled thoughts for the rest of the battle. We have a whatever you want to mention, a hero in the chat, Fred's Tavern, who gives Lutheria a potion of healing, but also Demetrius. And then Arcadia gets mad, and there's a little bit of a point battle going on between Mad Celts, Arcadia and Fred's Tavern. And let's see, and one of them casts Blight on Corbin. But a new thing, Nicodemus turns into a rock, an earth elemental. And all of his attacks are now magical. And Corbin manages to grab Lutheria's scythe out of her hand. He tosses it to Vengeance, who misses it, but on its way down, Gravik skeet shoots it with a level 5 lightning bolt, and it starts to glow brightly and crack a little bit. And at this point, Lutheria says, "No more games." And but before she is able to get us, Arcadia takes her down. She collapses, and our Lutheria collapses to her knees, grasping at the air in front of her. She unleashes a screeching wail of anguish, refusing to believe that a band of mere mortals has defeated her. Her body slowly transforms into a strange, twisting light. The light explodes into a storm of cosmic matter, and then she vanishes. And Amitrus wants to grab the scythe, but Gravik explains that the book said, destroy the scythe to destroy Lutheria. And Amitrus casts comprehend languages and realizes that what Gravik is saying is telling the truth. So Gravik fires basically all of his spells, and lightning strike after lightning strike until the scythe grows really bright and shatters into 1,000 pieces. And the only thing left of Lutheria is her blood, which Amitrus and Corbin want to collect, but Arcadia says it's not a good idea. And Corbin and Arcadia go around picking up their arrows. But the area where the scythe exploded starts to grow a little bright. And as it grows brighter, we eventually see something walk towards us. And we see our old bosun, and behind him, the other crew members of the Ultros that were decapitated by Lutheria not too long ago. Corbin apologizes to them and says, "I'm very sorry I could not save you." And they say, "'Tis okay. Thank you for freeing us." And as they continue walking down and eventually disappear, we see others, some centaurs, satyrs, nymphs, humans, even a cyclops. And they all come out and nod to us and say thank you. And eventually we see a woman with children, and Nico recognizes them immediately. His wild shape drops and he starts tearing up, and he raises his hands towards them and is able to embrace them. He bows his head and begins to sob. And the party realizes that even though nobody else might have remembered his wife and children, Nico's are or were indeed real. The wife says, "Thank you for finally freeing me, husband. It has been too long." And he says, "My dear wife, I'm so sorry. I thought to save you from Lutheria. Be with me forever, which you will be now in my heart." And she says, "We will unite once again, but not yet. You are not finished here." And the children come up to him, "Papa, Papa!" Nico bends to hug them. "You can play forever now, children. You are free from this world." Children say, "Yes, I hear. You see that pretty horse over there? It's ready. It wants me to go and ride on it." But Nico looks to where she's pointing but doesn't see it. She says, "Papa, Papa, we'll see you again. I can't wait for you to tell me all about your adventures." He says, "Go now. Get on your horse, little one." And both of the children wrap themselves around Nico's legs, then grab hands and take off into the distance, where they eventually disappear. Meanwhile, Gravik and Amitrus are having a conversation where Gravik says the other Titan isn't going to be happy if we really did kill his sister. By the way, Corbin turns off his boots of speed. Amitrus says, "I don't fear Sidon, not after we killed Lutheria. We are on top of the world now. The 5 gods and Sidon should fear us." And Gravik says, "Pride will be our downfall if we aren't careful." And Arcadia sees what happened with Nico's family, and she rushes over and looks at the portal, and it looks like she's looking for someone. And also Amitrus goes and he sees a gigantic horse come out. He approaches it and drops down to his front knees to kneel before it, puts his fist to his chest but says nothing. And Arcadia sees her Aunt Callista come out, and her aunt took over Arcadia's upbringing after her mother was stolen by the green dragon Hexia. But when Arcadia was almost 6, her aunt was executed because she refused to bend the knee to the queen that worshipped Lutheria. So Arcadia gives her Aunt Callista a hug and says, "I have avenged your death." And Callista says, "Thank you. You have gotten taller," which makes Arcadia laugh. And her aunt looks around and says, "Where's Liliana?" And Arcadia says, "That's a long story. She's back on Themis." And she gives her a hug, tells her she loves her very much, and that Arcadia does this and that she'll see her again. And her aunt walks off and disappears. And Demetrius gets the sense that the Divine Stallion is very proud of him. And he remains unmoving, and his eyes are closed, and his face is cast down to the ground. And he keeps his fist to his chest, but he feels some inner happiness at the stallion's feelings. And he hears in his head, "You, Ametrius, have much left to complete before your time has come, but you must not be so proud as to accept help from others. Do not let the inner darkness get to you." And Demetrius says, "I swear it, Father." And the divine stallion raises his head up and snorts loudly, and we all hear him say, "Now avenge me. You still have one left." He gallops away. Demetrius remains in his praying position until the stallion has disappeared entirely. And at the very, very end, we see a gigantic man, and Corbin recognizes him immediately. It is his old self, the Dragonlord of old. And he says, we find out he was slain by Lutheria. But first, they got stabbed, just like we know. The Gigan stabbed him, betrayed him. But apparently Corbin wasn't dead yet. And then we don't know who they is, took them to Lotharia. And she tried to make them swear an oath and to do things, but he refused because he's a Dragonlord through and through. And then she chopped their head off. And then the Oracle saved them from what they can recall. And then Corbin asks him if there's anything, any information he can get from him, and he needs to know how to make his little vengeance go stronger. And the old Corbin says there are potions of agings or perhaps the Island of Time. And we went to the Island of Time, but it only worked as long as we were on there. So we find out that, and he says really something interesting. Corbin says we went to the Island of Time, but it only worked for a short period. It did not stay. And then old Corbin strokes his chin and says, "So that's what she was talking about," meaning Lutheria. Ametrius asked where we might get a potion of aging, and the old Corbin says they used to keep them in a chest on the Ultros that Estor Archelander used to keep them. So maybe Ametrius thinks maybe Acastus has them now. The old Corbin doesn't know what happened to the chest that was on the Ultros that disappeared with all those ghosts inside. And then Corbin goes up to him one last time, Gnome Corbin, and grabs old Corbin's hand like a predator handshake. And he walks off and disappears with the others. So now the scythe itself and what was coming out of it is all gone. And we find ourselves back in Lutheria's old chamber. And it looks like the weird time shifting where we were taking hours to go, down the hallway, that has stopped. But before we are able to proceed further, we hear from outside the barge, kaboom, as the barge shifts direction. It sounds like it either hit something or got hit. We end the session on what we think is Thursday, our 88th day together, with 9 days remaining of the Oath of Peace.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Maybe I should just stay like this, not mess around with anything.
Okay, so.
Well, Arcadia's gonna rush to the. I'm guessing we're on the top deck, so can she rush to the railing and see what that was?
Yeah. So running over to the railing, you see that the Titan that Nico had freed is wailing onto the ship.
Wailing on our ship?
Yes.
She would shout to him, "Stop! We have defeated your master."
And he looks, and you see him looking down at the rest of you. Because remember, this dude's he's pretty big, so he's fucker. 42 months.
Did you share the map, or
Thanks,
I think I
dude.
might have been not logged in when you did that.
Yeah. No, I haven't shared. You're not on map.
Okay.
We'll get to it. But yeah, he looks down and he's looking, and remember he's pretty big, and he looks, and he he doesn't see her, and he looks like he's about to ready to punch the ship again, and then he stops. What's up, Caesar?
And she says, "We have killed Lutheria, but we're still on this barge. Can you give us time to search the rest of us and search the rest of it and leave? And this is our ship next to it."
And you hear him say, 10 minutes.
And she says, "Thank you," and says, "Let's go." She asks, I don't know if he would know anything. She asks, "Do you know of a seal here that would help us free Chalcia, your sister, or the goddess of swiftness?" I don't know if it's his sister.
And he says, 9 minutes, 30 seconds.
Run downstairs.
Yeah, let's just get out of here.
As we go downstairs, out of earshot, Amitrius mutters, "That guy better be grateful that we don't sew his mouth back up."
So before, when you all turn around to leave, you see two people standing there, two tieflings. And
is it Verena?
It is Verena and your buddy Kandros.
Okay.
And they have their mouths dropped open and are just staring at all of you. And
a little flex.
And Arcadia just says, "Surprised we're alive?"
And Verena and Kandros immediately go down to one knee and say, "It is true. It is all true."
Are they mouth agape at us or the Titan?
At you.
I pay no attention to him. I go downstairs.
Arcadia says, "What? What's true?"
You are the heroes. You defeated the goddess of death. It's all true.
It is. So that means you shouldn't fuck with us, and you should disband that goddamn union. And we made this promise that we would bring you here, so here you're staying, I assume.
And she looks up at Amitrius. "Captain, oh my captain, I'm so sorry."
Arcadia looks at Amitrius like, "Wow."
Then I'm willing to forgive you if you swear an oath.
Anything.
All right. If you swear an oath of loyalty to the party and an oath of servitude, then you are forgiven and you can stay.
And in the background, you hear the Titan mumble, 8 minutes.
We'll do that back on the Ultra, though.
And she says, we came here, we were looking for some of the sailors disappeared, and we're trying to find them, and then we came up here and we saw you, and do you know what happened to the sailors? We don't see them.
Arcadia says, "We'll talk about that later." Oh. Arcadia says, "We'll talk about that later. We need to get off of this ship. I'll explain later."
And she says, "Yes, ma'am," and we'll take off running.
I will say to Arcadia, "You go south and check the room with the treasures. I will go east and check the armory."
Okay, and then Arcadia. Okay.
And as you come down here, you see more sailors from the Ultros looking around, calling out, "Achilles! Anastasios! Where are you?"
I'd say, "Get back on the ship. We're going to have to leave very quickly. I'll explain later."
"But our sailors!"
No buts. Just go.
"Theodore!"
"Leave this place. That's an order."
And they stare and take off running.
And then I will go east towards where we discovered the armory when we came up.
No, the map is shared.
Yep. So I'll go. We're downstairs. I can only see so much. So I'm going to go through whatever door thing. There it is.
I think it was down this hallway, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go down to here. Okay, what do I? And I have I've activated my drift globe.
I think the armory was up here.
The armory
So-
was up to the northwest.
Okay, so let's go to Arcadia first. You're passing more sailors, assuming you're going to yell at them to get out of the way.
Absolutely, I'm telling them to get back on the ship.
Okay. So coming into this galley, you see all the meticulously items that were all like up on, hanging out, like very well preserved and displayed. You see them all on the ground now.
Okay.
Start grabbing them.
Yeah. She wonders if Corbin should like try to use a cloth or something and not actually touch them. But what is he doing?
I'm picking them up and throwing them in
All
the
right.
bag.
Just
All
with
right,
your
as long
hands.
as she's
With your hands.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So you pick up 1, 2, 3, 5 different things.
do we see all of
Hang on. You pick up a music box, a dodecahedron, a mask, a coin, and a quill.
Sweet.
Cool.
you just say the mask?
Yes, a mask.
Okay. I think was that everything that we saw there?
Yes.
Great.
And you
what-
do not see the children.
That's a good thing. Okay, thank you. All right. So let's just. We got to make sure. Oh shit! We should make sure that Gravik doesn't go into that throne room.
And you hear mumbling, 6 minutes.
All right.
Luckily,
we wanna
luckily, Gravik decided to fuck up, and he's back on the Ultras because he had something about writing a play.
Okay. Well, so we got that. We have 6 minutes. Is there anything we didn't really explore the north thing? but I don't think
We
really
could
have
try
time.
sitting on the throne.
No. I don't think
At the
that's a
same
good
time, I
idea.
assume I'm doing this, so...
Yeah, we're
Yeah, what
going.
is- what is Demetrius
well,
saying?
let's take care of what Arcadia and Corbin's up to right now first.
I'm gonna check in on those 2 Sphinx people. Are they still there?
They are not.
Well then, and I'm guessing the orgy room is empty too.
It is, and you see
everybody's gone.
you see people like it's not empty. Like they're kind of like filing onto the Ultras.
Wait, the beautiful people are filing onto the Ultros?
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet, more
You look-
crew.
Nico's
Does it-
gonna go. Make
Does-
sure
does-
We need to make an orgy room on the Ultras, where there's just like a 24/7 orgy going on.
Does the
Nico's
chair
gonna
does
go
the chair
make
look
some
like it
drinks
still has its power?
Nico's gonna make some drinks.
from the orgy room? Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna peer into the throne room and see if the chair still has its power.
You do feel like sitting in that chair will make your wildest dreams come true.
I'll ask Arcadia, do you think we should try it?
No, that can't
Hmm.
possibly happen. That's dark magic.
What could possibly go wrong, guys?
Well,
We have
Arcadia.
6 minutes. If you get stuck there, you're gonna go down with the ship.
Because Arcadia, even your darkest dreams, you think, or your wildest, not darkest, your wildest dreams would come true.
I said we have to get out of here. I said we can't stay here. And she just grabs him. She goes, "It's too dangerous. I want to sit in that chair too."
She's gonna grapple Corbin. Do it.
She's just gonna grab him, just like not right. Just come on, like put her hand on his shoulder. It's like it's too tempting. We have to go.
But it will let me do whatever I want.
At what cost? Usually these things cost a lot. Or you
Only
could be
his
stuck
life.
in that chair. Remember, she's the Lady of Dreams. You could actually be sitting there thinking you're living your wildest dream, and you're actually really, in reality, still here. And you will leave the Oracle, and she will wonder where you are. And
I'll
you
ask
might be
Vengeance.
happy.
I'll ask Vengeance what she thinks I should do.
And you see Vengeance, and her eyes are like staring at the chair, and her eyes are like massive.
There's lots of treasure there, huh?
And she's licking her lips.
You know, that makes me
Ancient
That makes
dragon
me
sitting on
nervous
top
for
of-
Vengeance, so I'm gonna grab Vengeance and go up on deck.
Okay.
All right, I'll follow him.
All right.
Thank God.
And
I was
we
really thinking about sitting in that chair.
You could have. Never know.
Gravik probably would have.
He probably would have, but he's out being a horror right now, so. Beatrice, as you walk in, you open this door and you see a bunch of weapons on the ground. Well, let's say 4 of them. You see a great axe. You see a great axe, a great sword, a shield, and a set of armor. He's being a horror
I will
in real life.
cast Detect Magic.
They're all gonna be mine.
Detect magic. You learned the school. That's what I was gonna see. Hang on. Trying to find, because like if it's they're magical, but of course like the descriptions in here never tell you what school of magic they are.
Amitrus doesn't know that. He doesn't know what a school of magic is. Only if it's like good or evil, or he doesn't know what evocation or abjuration is.
Fair. So let's say this: like when you detect magic, and they're giving off a dark aura.
All of them?
Yes.
Alright. I will take the axe and put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Then the shield, and then the sword or dagger, which it was.
All right. So you're it's a shield, a plate of armor, a sword, and an axe.
Yeah, I put them in my bag of holding.
Okay.
I see a door here at the end. Can I open this?
Yeah.
It doesn't show as something I can open or click.
How about we do that then?
Yeah.
And it's a hallway that you came in from.
Oh yeah, then I will return back to the Ultros.
Okay. And you, like the rest of the party are already gone, and you hear the Titan say 4 minutes. So back on Ultros. Let me do this really quick before I forget to put the shit in your bag. All right, so yeah, you are coming back onto the Ultras. There are you have new companions, or not companions, but new crew.
I will ignore them for now, and I will hurry and instruct the crew to raise the anchor and get us out of here.
And they grumble, and then you hear Brianna, "You heard him, you whelps!" And they do so. And as the ship is pulling away, the Titan says, "Time's up," and starts destroying this once beautiful barge. And now we're back on the Ultras.
Well, that was
So
a
who
lot
is-
faster than I expected.
Who is our among the new crew?
So there are some those children and the orgy people.
We got the creepy children.
I know we got the children.
Well, I think we should put the children behind an oar.
Arcadia, actually, she is not within earshot, and she's like, because I think we should kill them.
No. We're not doing that. Amicia says
Kill
they are our guests here for now, and we'll drop them off at Mitros.
Is that where we're going? I thought we were going to Regis.
Yes, we're going to Mitros first. We were going to Mitros first, but now that the crews seem to be in hand, depends. We need to figure out if Arena can handle them. We need to put an end
first
to
of all,
this.
I think we need to go. We need to go talk to. We need to go talk to.
Pickle Kyra.
Yeah, Pickle Kyra.
Yeah, I agree. And whilst we're going to do that, I will, in the meantime, before we do that, I will tell the crew to begin sailing towards, that thing that we could leave with. Where was it again?
Charybdis?
Yeah, the Charybdis.
Yeah, we also saw two portals. We saw one way, but I don't know how to get there. The one in the freshwater rain area when Nico looked really far up. But I think probably the whirlpool, the water is going up, so that's probably our best bet, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Wasn't there something you needed to get here too to free the one thing?
Well, that's what I asked that Titan about, but he didn't seem to know. And it said it was in Charybdis, which would be that whirlpool.
Yeah, and
it's
I think
a
we
seal.
have
One of the 4 seals we need to release Chelsea.
Personal harem.
Corbin will look overboard see if he sees any seals.
I will instruct the crew to begin sailing towards the Charybdis, but not enter it or anything. Like stop before we actually get there.
Aye, Captain.
Arcadia pulls Amitrius aside, remembering that it hadn't been that long ago they were alone in the captain's quarters with that little demon thing, but that they were talking about security.
Yes.
And she says to him, we have to explore the possibility of killing those children. Because think of what you and I went through. We've had these things happen to us in childhood, and we didn't end until we got our vengeance. Those children may very well grow up and with their life mission being to kill the party. Because we killed their mother.
That may be so. But I will not partake in the killing of any children, even if they have reasons to avenge themselves against me. If they have legitimate reasons to kill me and they grow up to take vengeance at me, then I hope they become very powerful. I think we can maybe let Graphic have a look at them to see if they're like infected by dark magic. But if they're just kids, I'm not gonna try to predict what they will do or become. That's not my place. And I don't think it's yours either.
And she just looks at him. She doesn't say anything.
And
you know what she's thinking.
And at the same time, one of the beautiful people come up to Nico and say, "Hey, man, you know where a good-looking man like me get a drink around here?"
Oh, sure. Follow me. Takes him down to the hold, to where the grog barrels are.
Oh no.
And
Supply is going to be depleted.
in there,
Yeah.
he's looking around. He says, "You mind if I invite some of my friends? You're more than welcome to join us, of course."
Does he recognize this guy?
Yeah, he was one of the guys when you first met, who was offering you booze, and then they had an orgy right after.
Oh, by the
Follow
way,
me.
a quick question, Engorgio. With my detect magic, when I boarded the Ultras, did I sense any magic from these kids and these people? Like, you know,
You
it
did
says
not.
you see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic.
Is it a creature? I thought it was just item.
What's any kind of magic?
Any kind of magic. Well, I mean, this is if you want to go into semantics. Even the ultras would be glowing the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but would I like see an aura around like these children? Like, you know, I don't know.
No.
Okay.
You could always use your divine sense and see if they really
Oh,
are
yeah.
her daughters.
Well, with Arcadia telling me that they might be demons or whatever, or think that we should kill them, I will use my divine sense on the children and the beautiful people. I will share it
alright.
here.
Give me a second. Da-da-da. Social Pina, nothing pops up. I mean, other than like, well, Kyra, but yeah.
I will tell Arcadia that they are just regular children, and I don't think they're a threat.
She just says, we'll see. None of us are, well, some of us are regular beings as well.
And he will try to put his hand on Arcadia's shoulder, and he says, I do not discount your experience, and I agree with what you say that they might take vengeance on us, so thank you for bringing this to me and discussing it with me.
And she nods.
And then he will step away from her and go about his business. Oh yeah, were we all going to talk to Kyra, by the way, guys?
Yes.
I will try to find Nico and inform him that we are going to visit Kyra.
All right.
He'll be down in the stores where the barrels are filled with all the beer and the rum and grog and such.
I will walk there and say, Nico, do you want to join us and talk to Kyra?
Oh, yeah, I think that would be wise. Let me just grab another thing.
And you hear, no, Nico, don't leave.
I must. I have duties.
You said duty.
And I will tell the beautiful guy that is with him, hey you, I want you to gather your guests and go to Verena and tell them of what you can do and if she has work for you.
What is a Verena?
The red woman with horns and wings.
Oh, the one with the big, and he starts. He blushes. Absolutely. Will you be joining us too, Mr. Centaur?
I will eye him over and see what's his physique like. Like, what does he look like?
Do you know what an Adonis statue is?
Oh yeah, I'll say maybe, and then I will go to Kyra.
Okay. Alright, so coming to Kyra, she's in her room, the door is open, she's sitting on the bed, and she is writing in her diary.
Is it the black one?
It is.
Ooh.
And
I'll try to get a peek of the page.
And you see a crude drawing. And she looks up and, is it true?
It is.
Indeed.
What does this mean for the peace?
I don't know.
Do you feel
What does it mean
different?
for you?
And she's like at a loss for words. I don't know. I and you get the sense like for like maybe the first time in forever she has absolutely no idea.
I will again try to divine sense her, and what I'm trying to do specifically this time is see if I'm still getting as strong a glow from her as I got when I looked at her before we killed Lutheria.
Corbin will use his senses to help poke her.
And she said, "Ow!" and slapped her hand. I don't know. Like, is divine sense just it's there? It's not there.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you to decide. I mean,
It's you still get the sense that you still she's still getting off an aura celestial.
all right. Because I got up with this idea because when I sensed Bahamut, it was like
Massive.
a dozen of them.
Yeah. No, same. Still the same.
All right.
I'll ask her if she could get a message to the Oracle.
I can try. We can always use the messenger. But what's up?
Should ask her what this means for the prophecy.
Yeah, I don't know. But what are you going to do now? Are you going to go and kill? Well, that other one? Wait, no! Don't tell me! Don't tell me! I don't want to know.
I think we are going to have to visit King Acastus for the potions for vengeance, and perhaps the Oracle to maybe find the lost fortress of the Dragonlords.
Maybe Arisia.
And of course, we'll go to Arisia for your tattoo.
And Mitros.
Yeah, so maybe can you ask the Oracle to come to Mitros, to meet us there at the Temple of the Five?
Wasn't she there?
Oh,
Sure,
well.
where she was last time we talked to her.
I mean, a long, long time ago, I do believe she said she was going to go to Mitros, but we don't. I mean, that was a while ago. We don't know.
No.
Where she ended up.
Can you inform her that we're on the way then?
I can. Yeah, I can write a note and send it with the messenger.
Thanks, Kyra. You've been a great help.
Anytime. And she goes back to evil woman, evil.
And
Does it
I
sound
will
like
turn
yellow?
to Arcadia and say, should we deal with Vorina now? The only way I will trust her is if she
Yes.
swears an oath.
Yeah, so we need to get rid of this union. This is a warship.
Yes. Agreed.
And the guy opens the door for you to let you in and out.
Yeah, that guy, seriously.
The door opener. Listen,
And
I
I
have
think,
one job on this ship.
And I had that door made from the dragon bone. Is that something he's working on?
Has it been like less than a day?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been like
Oh, we
three.
don't-
It's been
we
3
don't
weeks
know.
for us, but like 5
We were on that
Yeah.
ship for a long time.
Damn it. Yeah, you're right. You're totally
Yeah,
right.
well, yeah, we don't know if with the weird time when we felt like it was hours and stuff. It could be, who knows, later. But
Has it been long enough to spin the wheel again?
No. Maybe it has been for you guys, maybe, but the wheel is on the Ultras.
I will ask if Vorina will meet me in the captain's quarters, and I will ask any of the party that wants to join if they want to be there.
yeah, Arcadia's gonna go along.
Corbin may go find Gravik and see if he can help identify these things I got off the ship.
We know what
I will.
couple of them. We don't
when,
know-
when you do that. Sorry, Arcadia.
So we don't know what the mask, the music box does. Apparently, what the kids told us. You can always ask the kids too.
I guess
They
that's
know.
Well, we don't know if we trust
But-
them. They're freaky.
Well, it's true.
Corbin
the-
doesn't
the-
want to go
I will-
anywhere near them.
If Corbin,
Yeah.
if you are going to graphic to get the items identified, I will also give you the 4 items that I looted.
Okay. I'll open the bag and let him dump them in.
And I will say, be careful. I sense strange magics on these things.
But when when they wandered off at the end, he was mumbling about writing some play.
Stop touching yourself, Grabber.
All right, so you want to get Verena. When you go, are you going up yourself to grab her?
Well, not grab her, but I guess us invite her to meet me at the captain's quarters. Yes.
All right, and when you do that, she was sitting there chatting with some people, and she was like waving her hands and like trying to reenact stuff, and he slew her, and he did this, and he did that, and then when you start walking up, a group of them stop and turn at you with wide eyes.
And Abijaz will smile at them.
And Arcadia says, "Who he?"
And another one comes up. So, what happened? What happened to our friend, the crew? Somebody said they got killed, and then other people said that they would wait, and we would find out. Where's Elias?
And I will walk over to the. Sorry, you want to do it, Arcadia?
Well, Arcadia says we'll talk about that in front of the entire crew, but first we need to talk to Verena
But
in private.
Sebastian, where are they? Did
We need to talk to Verena first.
Well, whatever you say to Verena, you can say to us. And she says, "It's okay. It's okay." And she will start walking, and a crowd starts going with her.
So we should go into captain's quarters and shut the door.
They're gonna do to her what they did with the rest. And she goes downstairs, and she looks kind of nervous. Like you ever go into like a boss's office, like because they want to chat, but they don't tell you what they want to talk about.
As we enter, I will lock the door behind her.
Well, no, somebody else would have to do that for you.
That's right.
That's ridiculous. So Kitty just slams the door and just locks it. Just
Yeah.
pushes them out of the way, slams the door and locks it. This is ridiculous.
I will
can tell
say,
she doesn't
you
like
have sharp senses, Verena.
What do you mean?
I know you know what I mean. We had discussed what to do with you for quite some time. And before today, I fully intended to cut off your head.
And if she could go, like you see her grow a little bit paler.
However, your words made me realize that we could perhaps come to an agreement that allows us to use your skills for the greater good of the Ultras. If you swear an oath to us, an oath of loyalty, that you will do whatever is in your power to advance our goals and help us out, I will we will spare you and let you become a full-time officer on the Ultros. What do you think about that?
And she looks over at Arcadia. I would be honored.
I will look over to Arcadia to see if Arcadia approves.
And she looks and says, "What exactly, officer?"
You know, that she can
Are you
maybe
meaning?
handle the crew or something.
Okay.
Make
And
sure
Arcadia
they
says, "Well,
obey, disband the union.
yes." And Arcadia says, "The first thing we have to do is disband this union." They were not being abused beforehand. They were getting paid twice as much as any sailor and paid a year in advance. They were getting breaks, working in shifts. It's only because one of them stupidly called Demetrius a coward. And then he reacted, and he stopped himself from dropping him overboard. This is a warship. We are not a ship of leisure, and we cannot risk losing our lives to a crew that says, "Oh, we can't do something because we're on a break." Why we want to go to Mitros is give them the chance. If this is more than they bargained for, they can leave. Demetrius offered them half pay, no questions asked. If they joined not realizing the kind of danger that we were going to get into, then they have the freedom to leave. But the people that are coming back on, this is a military ship, and they need to understand that, and you need to understand that.
And she says, you gotta get the understanding that they did not know what they were signing up for. And some of these are just simple farmers. If you would sit there and talk to any of them sometime, you would understand that.
And she said, well, then they will have the opportunity to leave when we go to Mitros, which is where we're heading next.
And as far as some union, it wasn't my idea. They just elected me because I get along with everyone.
I think your
Yes.
people skills will be an asset to us if you turn them in our favor. I think you know the crew, so you can decide who is best leaving the ship and who has the ability and the guts to stay.
Although
What
it's
do you think,
ultimately up
Arcadia?
to them.
Yeah,
It's
of course.
ultimately up to them. But we don't have the time to deal with the crew the way you can by being among
Yes.
them.
She nods.
All right. Kneel down and swear us an oath of loyalty, and I will make you in charge of the crew.
Can I ask something really quick?
Of course.
What happened to the 7 crew members?
Lutheria teleported them in, and she killed them.
For no reason whatsoever.
There was a reason, and Corbin will explain to you what it was.
Thanks.
Corbin made a choice that
Throwing
I
Corbin under.
disagree with.
Toss them under the bus. Holy shit.
That's great.
But Arcadia says you should know that they died heroes
Yes.
because
And-
they bought us precious time. That the result was that we killed the goddess of death. And we did see them. We saw their souls, and they were heading to...
They helped us in the battle against Lutheria.
And we saw them, and they forgave... Corbin addressed them, they forgave him, and they walked into the afterlife, into the light.
What did you do, Corbin?
Corbin's
I'm
not
not-
there. He's off
I'm not
in
there.
Oh,
He's getting
watching
things
graphic.
identified.
what did Corbin? What did he do?
He made a decision to buy us time, and sometimes we don't all agree with things, but that is what happened.
Yes.
And if it were not for that, we might have lost.
And I just want to preface that it was not Corbin's choice to involve those crew members. And once those crew members were involved, it was beyond his ability to do anything about.
I see. Okay. So you want me to swear an oath to you?
An oath of loyalty to myself and the rest of the party, that you will never turn against us, that you will, you don't have to become our slave or anything, but that you will always take the action that is in the best interest of the party, and that you will not disobey us in case of emergency or disagreements.
Even if some of the things you may or may not do in the future is bad for...
If you feel that my actions are bad, I want you to bring it up with me afterwards in private. And I will listen to you.
You don't expect me to kill, do you?
No.
Because, well, I think what she is trying to maybe allude to is, what the hell was that beeping? Allude to
Like an oath of service. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to be an oath of service.
Well, no, like saying like, because you say an oath, like that's very broad. Like you'd be like, oh yeah, you need to do this. Does that make sense?
Is there some existing oath that exists that, like, you know, what knights swear to their kings and stuff like that? You know?
Okay, something like that.
That makes sure that she's like always like performing to our best interest and doesn't scheme against us and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, she'd be that works. I just wanted to say something like, "Oh yeah, you swore an oath. Now I'm telling you, you have to do this," and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
yeah, no, I don't want to turn her into a slave. That's not something that Amicius believes in. But he does need her total loyalty.
And she will swear it.
And I will turn to Arcadia and say, "Is that acceptable for you?"
And she just nods.
All right. And this is like an official oath, right? Like one of those things that you get like punished for if you break it, right?
Yes.
And she, Arcadia says, "We've never seen your companion that you brought along with you from Mitros. Weren't there two of you?"
He's around. He's on the ship.
And what is he up to?
Right now, I don't know.
What is his deal? Did he want to be left in the Nether Sea?
Well, now that circumstances have changed, probably not.
I don't like the idea of some invisible companion of yours skulking about.
He's
I
not
want you to bring
invisible
him
all the
here.
time. He's not invisible all the time.
So he's appeared, and he's another tiefling?
Yeah.
What is the name?
I have every crew member on the Ultras registered in my party sheet. So I think she came with like 5 tieflings or something. Let's see.
I thought it was just one.
I thought it was just one also.
Yeah.
Verena tiefling, that's 1. And there are 3 tiefling sailors that came with her.
Oh, okay.
That's weird because the original was it was just her and a companion. Somehow that got switched because I know that I remember that.
Well, maybe like when they were getting the crew on, like some of them.
Oh, no,
came.
you're right. Wait a second. When he looks at Kratos, this is when we're all boarding the Ultros. This is from November 14th of 2023.
That's
the
only been
guy-
like a
I
month.
know, right?
Maxina is there as well. Something from the top of the mast hits him just on the shoulder. When he looks up, he sees Verena. She brings 2 other tieflings with her.
Okay, so
This
2
is-
tieflings and Verena. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and a quick question: how many of these, orgy people are around?
Beautiful people.
Let's find. Let me find. I think there's 6 of them. Plus 2. Yeah, 6 plus 2 kids.
Hedonist, 6 hedonists, and 2 kids. Not both hedonists.
Wow.
Arcadia looks at Demetrius.
He's gonna slap him in irons, tie him to an oar.
Jeez.
Demetrius looks. Arcadia looks at Demetrius and she says, "Well, the crew did say they wanted entertainment, and if those people seem to be very willing to give it."
I will
3 men, 3 women.
and I will say, can you put
Can you what?
can you put them to work? Can you find some work for them?
And she says, have you looked at them? I can certainly try. I don't know what. Maybe they can cook or
If
something.
they want to eat, they have to work.
I don't see them rowing a boat anytime soon, but I'm sure I could find something.
Yeah, maybe, crew entertainment, massages of various kinds.
And she narrows her eyes and gives you a wink.
Very well. That's the Verena situation solved.
Very well.
I don't say that out loud.
Yeah, you just think of it. Yeah. Oh, my captain. Oh, captain, my captain.
I will unlock the door again.
Arcadia says, should we just make a shipwide announcement? There's going to be rumors about these 7 crew members.
Well,
This will be Verena's first. Well, we should probably come from us.
when you open the door, there's like 4 people just falling, and then they took off.
All right. Yeah, I think we should
yeah.
do it ourselves.
Ralphie.
I don't know if you
Ralph?
want to RP this or not in Gorgio, but Arcadia would just announce basically what she said, what we said to Verena in that, with that information, in that context, them dying as heroes
And helping us
them.
in the battle against Lutheria.
And us seeing them at the end.
Okay.
So we know that they're not trapped or anything.
Sounds good.
I wouldn't go into details that it was a game. I would just say that they helped us fight Lutheria.
Just exactly. I said what
yeah.
I meant. What we said to Verena. They don't need to know. And then also to tell them we're going to Mitros and that they have the opportunity to leave.
And then
We would pass that along.
Yeah, they start. You hear some murmurs about that, like in nods.
And then yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, she would say to Corbin, because Corbin has a relationship with them that's like, when looking for crew members, we might want to see if there are any Minotaurs who would like to join, as well as like military and ex-military, because that's the type of people we need on this ship. We need some brawn, just to row, and then, but some fighters as well.
Am I still downstairs with Gravik?
So let's see, Gravik, takes a minute per, so yeah, it'd probably be a little bit, even if he even lets you in.
And I have a funny idea. I will take the 2 children, and I will go to Kyra with them. And I will say to her, Kyra, can you look after these 2 whilst we are going to Mitros? There's going to be some
Hell
rough water.
no! I ain't watching no goddamn kids. They ain't my kids.
And I nod to her and I close the door and leave the 2 children with her in the room.
Oh, jeez.
Hell no! And she goes and opens the door, takes off running, and tries to shove you into that room. You're more of a father figure than I am.
Kyra, please, we need to go to the Charybdis. The ship is going to go through some rough waters.
You're
We
not.
need a place
You're
to
not.
stay and someone to look after them.
You're not sailing it. They'll be fine without you. You can hang out with the kids. I ain't watching no damn kids. I'm too old.
And I'm a friggin' centaur.
That's fine. They can curl your. They can paint your hooves and give you brushings.
Say, isn't Gravik going to be writing a poem all day? That looks like
Yeah.
child-watching behavior to me.
He's busy.
So am I. And I will just run upstairs.
And the children very dryly say, "We don't need anyone to watch us."
Just stay downstairs where it's safe.
Poor Kyra. Okay. Let's see. As far as Gravik, let's see. Is he going to be cooperative?
Is he ever?
You're not wrong. So he looks at. He'll identify 2 for you.
Well, we already know. Well, Arcadia would remind Corbin we apparently know 2 of them. We already
Arcadia
know
wasn't
that
there. Isn't there?
Oh well, whatever. Okay, whatever.
I want to identify the quill and the plate armor.
Alright, so the quill, he says, well, apparently anyone who writes with this always uses great handwriting, and I think I'm going to hold on to this one for myself.
Tell him if he wants to... Oh, no, never mind.
He's not there.
Nope. You're right.
I'll let him hold on to it if he agrees to identify one more item.
And he huffs and agrees.
Alright, I'll do the apple-sized dodecahedron.
Okay, so let's see, the plate armor. While wearing this, it says you get resistances to one of the following damage types, and I randomly choose. Bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, but I get to randomly choose. And then he, when he's saying that, as soon as he says it, he pulls his hand back and says, nope.
Why?
That's the,
What, he won't identify the dodecahedron?
No, he was saying that about the armor at the same time. Like, when he was, like, he's like, oh, it does this, this, and this, and he yanks his head back. Don't take it.
Don't take it? It's cursed?
It's cursed.
Are all the items cursed? You took the quill.
No, quill is fine.
Alright. What about the dodecahedron?
And he looks at the dodecahedron, and he kind of scratches his head, and he says there's nothing to identify from this. It just very strange looking runes are up on it.
It's not magical?
No.
Okay.
One more.
The coin.
This coin, and he holds the coin, and he says, you see the face of one man that you recognize as Xander, and an engraving of the ship, the Ultras, on the back, and it gives like a faint light, and he says, this appears to be more than it looks. It's like, I'm getting some kind of... And he kind of just scratches his head.
A quick out of character. Didn't we all get one of those coins?
Yeah, that's different.
That's the
it's
undead. That's like the price you have to
That's
pay to the undead guy.
No, the
Right.
burnished golden coin is the one that the navigator gave us, right? It's not the one that we found in the Hall of Trinkets is a double-sided dragon's head. And what the kids told us was that it has a dragon's head on one side and a dragon's tail on the other side, and it'll flip to whatever side you want it to.
Oh,
yeah,
because
that's
I
right,
have a
that's
coin
right.
here as well. And
Oh,
Yeah, the
that's what you
here's
put it.
Xander on
Yeah,
one side.
sorry. Yeah, Dan, you're the one who put it. You put the shit in the party sheet, so, or someone put
Not that coin.
Whoever put that stuff in the party sheet. That's what else
That's the
going
only
on.
coin I had. That's the only coin I had in my backpack.
Yeah, the Metreon, the navigator, gave us all those burnished golden coins right
Oh wait,
with the
I see it. I see
When-
it. I see it. I see it. I see it.
and the other thing that's missing that you should give to Corbin if you gave him all of the trinkets, he needs to have the mask.
He has the masks too.
Okay.
He just never put it in the sheet. Yes, you did. Now you don't. I put it in the party sheet for you. All right. So the coin.
Corbin,
going back to the coin. Let's go back to the coin. What?
Well, I'm just seeing something really fast. Who was in? Okay, this is something out of character. Corbin was in the Hall of Trinkets. Corbin was already told what the quill does. The little girls told him that the quill always produces the most beautiful handwriting, and you can write in any language. So he wouldn't have asked unless he was worried that the kids were lying.
Or maybe
Which I am.
Maybe he wasn't paying attention and forgot.
Okay. Well, he's looking right at her and going, neat, what does that do? And she says that, and he goes, neat. So unless you're right, not paying attention. But he did ask her, and he did respond. And that's it. And then he also told, I'm pretty sure she told him about the coin. But other than that, just letting you know, it's true. Maybe he didn't ask.
They may do other things too. I don't know.
True.
All right, so going back to the coin. Back to the coin, where it flips and it always lands the side that you want. He also says that he gets the sense that there's more to this than meets the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, very cool.
What does that mean?
And he says he says something about isn't there like a seal or something that we're looking for? Maybe this is it.
Oh. This might be it, huh?
And he says, I don't know. That's just what I'm getting.
I would have guessed the mask.
And he grabs the quill and says, okay, bye.
Alright, I'll take the coin and I'll leave the rest of the stuff with him to say, well, when you're done touching yourself, do the rest of these. So is it the burnished gold coin, or is there a different coin?
That coin, that if you put it in the sheet, that's your coin that you got a long ass time ago.
Okay. But I have two of them then somehow.
I don't know. I don't go through
I
people's
think,
party sheets.
we each got one, because I got one in my inventory.
Yeah, I got one too.
Alright. I
And
must
we
pick
all
up
have
an extra one
these
somewhere.
coins. Well, I think there were like 7 seals or something. Chelsea, one in Praxis, one in
No, there
Graphics,
are
one
4.
in Sunken Kingdom, one in Graphics God. So 4 seals.
Mm-hmm. And we forgot to ask Bahamut or Lymor when he was there.
I may have one of them. So I'll lock Gravik back in his room and I'll go find the others and tell him what I know.
Gravik thinks that coin is one of the seals.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, we should try breaking it in 2 then.
Shouldn't we wait till we get back to...
Breaking it? Why breaking it?
Because Chelsea said to free her, they must find and break her seals.
Ah,
Are we sure we want to free her?
Yes, I think so.
Well, let's wait till we get all the seals together.
Okay. If this is even a seal, I'm not sure because, you know, Gravik often says things.
I'm not that kind of wizard, damn it.
All right. I will tell the crew to get into battle stations. We're going into the Charybdis.
Are you gonna say we're going through?
Yeah.
Okay, and so you go up to. Are you like you're just going to sail right into it, or you're just going to go up to it, or what?
Sail right into it.
All right. Horse balls here. Do we have another sea? Charybdis. No, I'll go away. All right, so you get sucked into this mall, and you go up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and then you are deposited back onto the upper levels, or the upper world, I guess you could say.
Did we, on the way up, did we see any strange symbols or something that could be described as a seal?
It is a whirlpool. I don't think you would have.
Holy shit, where the hell are we?
You do not know.
Well, and we don't have the ticket there. We didn't. We didn't bother setting it while we were on land.
No, you did not.
So what we would have to do is do what you said and use the sigil to go to Vulcan.
Well,
And
maybe we
set
can
the
stop at a
antiquary there.
nearby land.
Yeah.
Find one.
No.
Is there
does
a
any of
way
the
that we
crews-
can navigate anything?
I mean, you can sail, but you guys have only been using the Antikythera, and that's all you've been using. Like, there's no maps or anything on here.
Does any of the crew report seeing land anywhere on the horizon?
They have not.
Then I guess we're going to have to teleport to Vulcan.
Okay.
I mean, conceivably we could, or we could go back. Well, probably we could go back down to the
Go back down
Nether
there.
Sea and and go to one of those islands because, well, I don't even know if that's considered Earth or land because it's the Nether Sea, but.
I mean, do we see the Charybdis nearby? Like, we came out of it, but is it still there?
It is not.
Okay, so we can't go back.
Okay.
All right, let's ask Gravik to teleport us to Vulcan.
All right, let me look just to make sure he has his spell slots. Yeah, he'd have to use. That's fine.
Maybe we should rest anyway. I'm still beat up.
Well, do you want to take a long rest first, or do you want to go to there, or what do you want to do first?
We could just sail randomly for a day and see if we see an island and then rest.
You could.
True, but we still have to consider the Oath of Peace expiring.
Which is coming quick.
I mean, if he has the spell slot, and we're gonna take a rest anyway, then we might as well use the spell slot before we rest. So that
Yeah.
next time when Gravik
I guess
plays,
that's
he's
true.
not pissed off about missing spell slots.
True, true,
Yeah.
very true.
Remind me before we go to bed, I gotta fire off all his fireballs.
So
Alright,
I suggest we
teleport.
teleport to Vulcan.
Okay. So he comes up begrudgingly, and he will say, "Zippity dappity doo, we come to you," and teleportation circle takes you to Vulcan.
Bugs Bunny. Bippity boppity boo. It's yours.
All right, and I will be bringing the
Bring you the what?
The old Chariot of the Dawn.
Oh, now you're gonna take it.
Before we do that, can I search the boat for that chest that was missing?
Even if you do, you're not gonna find it.
You mean the chest supposedly that had the potions of aging?
Yeah.
And I will also take the rest of the magical items. Let's grab it.
I don't think you would have had the time if you were just trying to hurry up and get there. I mean,
I would, but I would mean I've already like time to find graphic. I went to his room to get him.
sure, take it. Whatever, just take it all. Cool. All right, so we're at Vulcan's Forge. Forge is going full steam, I guess.
And we just instantly pop up with like a fat pile of treasure, and we're like, "Hey, Vulcan."
And he looks at you and looks at all you and says, "Hey," and goes back to work.
This guy.
Hey, Vulcan, what does that wheel do? Is there an instruction manual for that thing?
There once was.
By the way, Vulcan, I know we're not that interesting. We did a small thing that you might want to hear, and we killed Lutheria and stuff.
Right.
Oh, really? What did?
Wait, and he looks at Nico. Really?
Nico nods. He's like, oh yeah, yes, we sure did.
Huh. Oh, I think we must have we should have a drink.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
That's a great idea. I have a few questions for you as well in the meantime, Vulcan.
And he looks at you.
We have found some interesting magical items. I know that you're always interested in any craftsmanship and magic items. I thought you might have a look at them if you want. Maybe identify them for us.
And he points at Graphic and says, "That's a little below me, don't you think? And you have a wizard who can identify things?"
He does not want to.
And he takes a look and says, "Well, let's see." He holds his sword and says, "Well, this wasn't made. There's a nice rune. That's cool. That one's cursed," and he tosses it. And then he picks up the plate armor
That
and
is cursed.
and he picks it up and says, "Oh, that one's cursed," and tosses it. And picks up the shield. Well, that one's cursed. It tosses it and does the same thing with the axe.
What kind of curse? Maybe it's something I can live with.
I don't know. Put it on.
I will tell him if an item is made in this way, is it beyond your ability to do anything with? Like, can't you melt it down for materials or something?
I have no use for this material.
Or what about this? And I will wheel up the Chariot of Dawn to him. Is this of any value to you? Could you maybe craft something with it?
And he looks at it and says, "You want to destroy it?"
Well, yes. I have no further use for it.
I mean, it's just bronze.
Well, maybe I can sell it to some rich collector. Do you know anyone that pays a lot of gold for historical artifacts?
And he's like, "Look at me, man. I'm a dwarf. I'm
Fair.
covered in dirt and grime."
But you are also the greatest craftsman this world knows, and I'm sure that your weapons have been sold and traded across the world.
That's probably true.
Do you know of any rich people that have ever commissioned you for any items, or?
Yeah, but they probably want to do business right now. But you can always try.
Can you safely dispose of these cursed items? Are you willing to do that for us?
And he looks at you and those are your things. I don't want anything to do with them. That's on you, man.
Can I throw them into your volcano?
Do what you want.
I will take the cursed items and I will look at Corbin and say, unless you want them?
No, that's fine if they're cursed. I don't.
Does anyone else want them? Then I will toss the cursed items into the lava.
Corbin's gonna start searching the place for instructions on the wheel. Where's that instruction pamphlet you were talking about, Vulcan?
I will set the Antikythera to the bear, I believe was Mitros.
Okay. You do not find an instruction manual.
Where can I go to figure it out? I must know.
He says, I don't know, spin the wheel, find out what happens, and make a note of everything. Maybe. Maybe, Corbin, I know you're trying to fill out your Odyssey book. Maybe you can add that into it.
I'll mumble and say, yeah, I guess I'll need to find a foot wizard.
That bastard.
He always knows more than you, Vulcan.
Well, I'm not a wizard. I'm a dwarf. He's a wizard.
So you're making things you don't even know what they do?
And he shrugs. You asked, I made it. I had the plans to make it, so I made it. You have the gold, I have the wares.
Alright. Well, I guess it's time for that drink and then back to the...
Wait a minute.
Anyone has business?
I've got some golem pieces to make armor with, I think. Didn't we pick up some?
Yeah, we did.
What did you pick up?
I have them in the hold of the Ultros. I have 3 golem cores. A poison canister, but they're on the Ultros. I'm not sure if 3 golem cores are enough for a item or let me check. Golem core.
Well,
Did
either way, they're on the
No.
Ultros anyways.
Yeah.
you throw out the cursed items yet?
Oh, you can actually make medium armor +3 with it.
That you already are.
Yeah, I
did
know,
not take
but
it.
just for his future reference. But it costs you 20k gold, so.
Gonna have to win the games again.
And if you get mithril with it, you can also, if you get... I will ask him, Vulcan, do you have any mithril ingots?
Not for sale.
Do you know where we might find some?
I do not.
Why are you unwilling to part with your mithril?
And he looks at you. Like, it's mine?
Like I asked something stupid? Well, you know, the world is at stake. You know, we're probably going to have to fight Sidon really soon.
Well,
Powers.
apparently you beat You killed Utheria without it.
Well, yes, but we had some help from Kentimane.
I don't need specifics.
Oh yeah, okay. Then I guess I'll turn to the rest of the party and say, anyone has anything else?
Where is there? It is.
Can't think of anything.
Doesn't even know what his own stuff does. Pretty useless.
Rude. You're not wrong, but rude.
Well, then I would ask Graphic to teleport us back.
1 second here. 1, 2, teleportation scroll. Actually, where is the thing? Yeah, there it is. Education spell Joe. Does he have? Okay. Okay. Perfect. You just got lucky. Okay. You are back on the Ultras.
And then I would, well, instruct the party to sail as usual the Antikythera set. Or the crew.
Okay. And the crew are hard at work. So we're going, you said, to the bear, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so we are on our way back to Mitros, and let's take a break because I get beat.
All right.
Okay, and be back.
We're back.
We're back. Back in the USA.
Arcadia would have, I forgot. Arcadia would have asked Vulcan what day it is. Is it the day they think it is or not?
He says that it is the 24th of Eleasis.
How do you spell that?
If you hit the calendar tab, hit the calendar, and it's Eleasis.
What calendar? Oh, there. Okay. Oh. 26th day of... 26th today? Or 24th day? 24th day. Oh, there we go. Wow.
Come back for rope. What did that mean?
E-A-S. So, but what does that mean in terms of what day I think it is?
That means that you think you are a month ahead.
Oh, damn,
Wait,
we spent a month in hell.
So we passed the piece.
No. You're a month. It feels like you've gone back in time. Like.
Oh.
What the hell?
Sweet.
We went from Eland to Eleasis?
Yes.
Oh. It must
So
be that
we were
island
the
of
20.
time.
So we were the 26th of Eland, and now we're the 24th of Eleasis.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me write this down. We were, because I have to do because I'm gonna have to count backwards.
Welcome to the Giorgio fuck time.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
We were the
What?
26th of Eleint, and now we are the, okay, the 26th of...
When Arcadia notices that and asks him, and he says that, asks, how long have you known us, Vulcan?
And he shrugs. Well, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks now?
Well, I guess he's not the most reliable narrator. Have you heard of the things that we have done across this world?
Wait, two people are talking.
Oh, sorry. Corbin, were you saying something?
Oh, nothing. I just said I told you he's freaking useless. He doesn't know anything.
But like, I think we like when did we do the 3 labors? Wasn't that like only
we've gained 32 days.
Wait, are we still in the games?
Oh, that's weird. Wonder if we're in Mitros. Are we gonna see
gonna run
ourselves?
into
Oh my
ourselves.
god, this is so fucking Star Trek.
I will ask him, did we win the Great Games?
He looks at you like you're dumb. Oh, yeah?
Maybe as a god it doesn't affect him. I don't know.
You know what? Amish gives up on this. He's gonna retreat.
You're gonna join Corbin's.
He's never gonna think about this again.
18, 19, 20,
That's too hot to wrap your brain around.
It's beyond his comprehension.
Just be happy we're
Meanwhile-
alive.
Yeah, meanwhile, Fate's head is exploding. Oh my god. I'll have to figure out for the next recap what day it is. I'd never known about this calendar thing because I should have just been looking at that all this time.
So you've been manually tracking time?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Damn,
I've been turning
that's
it.
pretty
I've been turning
hardcore.
it into the. Well, I've been turning it into the Gregorian calendar. That's why I've been saying it's Thursday or 20th day together. Blah blah blah.
Well, I just always look at this calendar.
Oh, I never even noticed it until right now, 2 years later. Oh, we spent 88 days together. So, in game time, whatever day it is to us, we feel like we've known each other about 3 months.
Who are these Gregorians and how can we defeat them?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
The evil Gregorians trying to ruin a perfectly good calendar.
Alright, so back to the Ultros, back to sailing. Was there anything RP-wise y'all wanted to do whilst sailing?
I want to quickly
Mitros?
gather... Yes, I want to quickly gather the party for a moment. And I want to inform them of my plans to deal with that crime boss that's like holding the underbelly of Mitros in his grip. Get my 2,000 gold back and make
Corbin's
sure that
keen
those.
to know these plans.
Well, every time we go to Mitros, like these vendors are charging us like double or triple the price. So obviously this crime lord is like, he dominates all of these stores and he's like, harassing us and he stole 2,000 gold. So I think it's a good time we, relieve Mitros of the evil that is plaguing it.
And Arcadia says, because remember, Arcadia had nothing to do with this, and she wasn't even with you. He says, all I know is I recall that he is Maxina's husband, and I think the two of them have a stronghold over this. And if you defeat him, his second in command is just going to take place, or rival is just going to take place. So I don't see how this is going to do anybody any good except for waste time.
I will explain it to you, Arcadia. It will send a message. And if that second in command gives us any trouble, I will kill him. And if the new one gives us trouble, I will kill them. I will kill everyone.
And Maxina did say that she didn't care if we took him out. Matter of fact, I think she would even be happy.
Yeah.
And I said, meanwhile, the oath of peace is expiring, so I'm not going to be partaking in this.
All right.
I don't feel like.
I will allow you to borrow my halberd when you go and face the dragon that kidnapped your mother alone then.
Great, and I'll let you, I'll just sit and eat popcorn, whatever popcorn is, while you go take care of whatever further things you have to do with the centaurs. And I'm not having anything. You didn't do this with me to begin with, so I'm not going to continue.
Well,
but go ahead.
It is a shame that you do not care about Mitros as I do, but I cannot let this evil man continue to dominate the city, so even if I must go alone, I will fight him.
I do need to get the aging potion while we're there, and
of course,
that's more important to me. But if we can take care of this guy at the same time, then I am all for that.
I mean, it's not that big a deal. We find him, we kill him, and then we continue about our business.
Well, I think it's going to take us a full day to kill him, though. That's the problem.
A full day to kill one guy? It didn't take us that long to kill Lutheria.
Yeah, it did. It took us maybe 2 days.
What? It took us I don't know, the battle lasted 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, 3 weeks in our time, but really in game time, it wasn't very long at all.
Well, it was
because
time was stretched out downstairs.
True, that's true.
But this is just a regular guy. It's probably going to be I could probably
I don't know.
give him some real good smiting.
He squashed you pretty good last time.
Well, if you're not up for it.
Oh, I just recommend caution. And I'd like to get Arcadia on board, but he seems to be very adamant not to mess with him.
Well, if we die, then Arcadia is in a heap of trouble. So it's her choice in the end. But, I have the Antikythera. I hope he doesn't steal that.
Well, you guys will just have to make sure he doesn't. Again, I don't have anything to do with this. I have other business in town anyway.
What business?
So,
sussy business.
Maybe we can help you.
No, it's just normal stuff.
All right.
Probably going to do an insight check on that.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm getting.
I don't know why you had advantage.
Oh, it's because I got that thing on, whatever it is that gives me advantage on it.
That thing?
I picked up something that gives me advantage for that.
How long does it take us to sail to Mitros?
3 days.
Okay, then I guess we take a long rest as well, right?
Oh, yeah. Just seeing if there's anything else RP-wise that you wanted to do. I mean, you can spin the wheel. You'd be able to spin the wheel 3 times for sure, if you so choose.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah, definitely do that.
You have -1 deception? How?
So Corbin, you know she's full of shit. She's full of shit.
Well, I mean, it's like she doesn't really have any like super secret stuff to do. I mean, it's like she has stuff that she wants to take care of. It's not like she's gonna go off and plot.
Corbin looks at her funnily, like,
Always up to some shady stuff.
So what do we do? Gotta spin the wheel. We gotta do 100.
All right. So if you want to spin the wheel for day 1, roll me a d20.
D20.
Demetrius, you land on the twins.
Yeah, I've
Second.
done that one before.
You have. Alright, it's Corbin, you land on, let's see, that's 18. You land on the Dreamer.
I think somebody else has been on that before.
No one has been on that one before, actually.
Oh, no one's been on that one. Okay.
Yeah. Give me a second here.
There is dead, so maybe it doesn't work anymore.
And Nico, you land on the ants. So Demetrius, Corbin, you spin. You watch Nico spin, and when he spins, he shrinks to tiny size.
I hand him a
effects?
thimble full of ale.
Thanks.
Do I feel like stronger or faster or anything like that?
Nope. If an effect happens, I will let you know it. Luckily, Nico. So you are tiny for the next 8 hours. Luckily, you were not going into battle right after.
Doesn't Demetrius have to roll percentage dice when he rolled the twins?
He does not.
Oh, weird. I had to.
There's a reason why you had to. I'm keeping track of all of this. Don't worry.
Wait, so there's a 1 in 20 chance that you become a tiny creature for a day?
Yes.
What the hell? That's a huge risk.
Not for Corbin.
Yeah, no shit. Now you know why Arcadia wanted nothing to do with it.
All right, so that is day 1. At the end of 8 hours, Nico, you become your normal size again.
Do I notice anything when I went to sleep?
You actually,
about anything?
you do. Thank you. I was going to mention that. Let's see. Roll me a percentile. Actually, nope. Your dreams are normal.
Okay.
All right.
I guess we roll again.
Yeah. If you want to spin, roll again. Corbin 10. So Corbin. You land on the twins again. Demetrius, you get a number 7. Give me a second.
They start looking around for Centaur.
And Nico. So 7 was the warrior, and for Nico, you feel like, well, you can already cast polymorph, but you figure you get the sense you can cast polymorph an extra time, which is weird, but
Nice.
yeah.
What's the icon he's on?
The tree.
Tree.
And this end of day 2. If you want, Corbin, roll me a percentile dice.
It's only me.
You dream normally. Day 3, if you want to roll, spin the wheel, spin the wheel.
I'm not spinning. I can't afford to go into Mitra's miniature sized.
Yes, because we are. This is the day we go to Mitras.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spin either.
All right. So Corbin, you land on the bard.
Sweet.
So everything you say becomes indescribably funny.
Nice.
And when you say nice, everyone starts laughing. It's like the old sitcoms with the laugh track.
Hey, Demetrius, let me tell you a joke.
Demetrius laughs when he says that.
So we are heading into Mirtros. Now, do you guys remember what happened last time you were in the city leaving, or even like the last time you were even in the city?
Is that when they burned the tires and stuff, or is that after that?
Well, it depends on which last time, if we've gone back in time. Because
Yeah.
the last time we were there, they all were calling us heroes, and that's when Demetrius was riding around in the chariot.
Yeah, that's true.
I also paid
But the time before that, they wanted us out of there. So
I also paid like 1,000 gold for people to go across all of Thylea at our stories.
yeah, I think you had said Demetrius and Astoria, but for our sake, that's pretty much all of Thylea, because that's all we've looked at.
Well, when you are sailing back in, you see a very, very large crowd of people, and you see banners and like drawings of horses and or centaurs and people cheering.
How'd they know we were coming?
Don't know. Well, didn't you ask for them for Kyra to send a note?
Oh, that's true. I did. We did.
Oh yeah, to the Oracle. True.
And so it's just
And of course-
just centaurs, huh?
Well, no. No,
that
like
money's working.
crude drawings of centaurs on banners.
Well, I will turn to Arcadia and said, I have always given us all equal share in anything I've done. I've never claimed to be the leader. I've never claimed to be... If this is what they do, it's not on me.
And as you come in, you hear you can hear them start chanting everyone's names, and they call you the God Slayers.
Oh, damn! That is super cool.
And you dock onto Mitros, and what do we want to do?
I
I'll
think
warm
you
up
just
the
asked
crowd.
about we RP.
So keep in mind, if you're going to try to be sneaky, for whomever is going to try and be sneaky, if you so choose to, you will have people following you, because your fame might have grown a little bit.
Demetrius... oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Demetrius will undock and he will walk into the crowd and he will wave his hands, waving at them like, one of those movie stars and stuff, and let them crowd around and do their thing.
Corbin will get up to him, next to him, and say, "The mighty Demetrius!"
And Demetrius begins
Yeah.
laughing uncontrollably, like
The
tears coming out of
entire
his
crowd
eyes.
starts laughing. Right?
This is how
Yeah, noted.
this is how they are being with Demetrius and Corbin right now. If you look in Discord.
Ew. Ooh, yeah, no, Arcadia's gonna hate that. She pulls out her. She hates everything about this. First of all, she's going to stay far away from Demetrius, because she doesn't like this laughing uncontrollably. And I had forgotten to say, like, when you said RP, she does her same military things, and you might notice that, for lack of a better term, Nyx looks a little scruffy.
Like a beard?
No, just her feathers look like unkempt. They're starting to, like, some of them are kind of looking. They're not lying flat, and it's just starting. It just looks like a little awkward.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and then Arcadia continues doing her military exercises, but she's working with Nyx a lot. Nyx is swooping, and Arcadia is they're working together as a team. That's what I'll say.
Okay. And I'll point out that Gravik did not come up for anything at all the entire time.
Well, at least he's not touching people.
Yeah.
Maybe
He might
touching
go
himself.
blind, though.
He might go blind. All right, so Demetrius and Corbin is going to relish in this, I'm assuming. How about Arcadia? What's she going to do?
She is getting away from both of them as quickly as possible and heading towards the palace.
All right.
I will
Since she can't sneak off.
I will yell at her as she goes by and say, "Have fun storming the castle, Arcadia."
And she starts laughing despite herself and hates it. And she's like, "You!"
Like one of those, haha, I really want to kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
I will tell the rest of the party that I also think we should go to like the Temple of the Five and the castle, because we can get some privacy there and maybe disguise ourselves there.
All right, so Arcadia is taken off. Is the three of you going to stay together, or are you guys going to kind of split up and do separate things too?
I'll stay with Demetrius for now.
Yeah.
Okay. And how about Nico?
Yeah, I'll tag along with Demetrius.
So
Tag along.
let's go to the Temple of the Five, where we said we would meet the Oracle,
Okay.
because that is like a gated off place, right?
Yeah. Let me find my party token again. Assets. Let's go to assets and type in token. Party. Haha. There we go. There we go. There's that one. And... All right. So the boys.
I have to say though, if that was the plan, if they said we were going to go to the Oracle first, Arcadia would probably stick with them. If that was the plan, because we wanted to see what she had to say about the oath, right?
Yeah, Demetrius would tell her that they are going to the Oracle.
Okay. And she's going to try to stay away out of earshot of Corbin.
Oh, I see you came back.
She doesn't want to laugh.
All right, so we get to
How many Amazons does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, so coming up to the temple, you see some people, because remember there was a temple to also to Letharia in this area. So there's some people standing outside. They're crying and they're giving you guys evil looks as you walk by, and as you get up to the Temple of the Five.
I'll yell out to them.
I want to give them a
don't cry,
dirty
be
smug
happy.
look. Oh, Corbin, that's fucking evil.
And they start.
I missed it. What did you say? I missed it.
I yelled to him. I said, "Don't cry, be happy."
They
start laughing.
They start laughing their asses off, but crying.
You fucking demon. That is savage.
That's fucking great.
Oh my god.
So mean.
No.
That's the best.
That is hilarious.
Oh, somebody got him.
No, I'm laughing.
Perfect timing, Arcadia.
Yeah, it was really good timing, actually. Jesus. Bob bleeped my message. Yeah, because you were saying kill and goat fucker and everything like that, so it was an Autobot.
What shows that? Oh, I see the good.
Oh no, I can't, because I allowed it. I had to allow it.
Oh.
All right, so we get to the Temple of the Five, and people are they're cheering, and obviously you have a crowd, but then they kind of dissipate once you get up to the gates. but they're kind of like hovering around the gates, trying to get any kind of looks at you.
How the fuck do famous people deal with it?
Isn't this every day for Amitrius?
I guess we go and enter the Temple of the Five.
Yep.
All right, and you see the oracle sitting there praying.
I will look at Corbin. I'll say, I was going to suggest you talk to her, but maybe that's not a good idea.
Corbin nods.
I will wait for her to finish praying, and then I will clear my throat a little.
And she stands up, and she looks radiant as normal. And she looks at Corbin very lustfully.
I will go up and I will kiss her and
she says, "Welcome back."
give her a wink.
I'll say Corbin has difficulty speaking at the moment.
Oh, you don't have to. I mean, I'm not that pretty, but thank you.
I want to thank you for everything that you've done so far. Your predictions and your plans have all come to fruition, as far as I know. We have come to speak to you about the defeat of Lutheria.
Yes, I did feel. I did sense something like that came. Good job, by the way. As she's looking, looking at Corbin when she said that.
I'll flex
Corbin
a little.
did most of the work.
Definitely nodding at that.
And I'll say,
Arcia rolls her eyes.
do you know what effect that might have on the Oath of Peace or the Five Gods?
The oath itself, I don't think it has an effect on anything. The gods that might have either strengthened or weakened them. I am not sure. Oh, and it also might have pissed off Sidon a little bit.
Well, he's always pissed off.
Because if we know already here in Mutros, then he would know too.
Then the next question we have is, how might we age of vengeance?
And she looks at you quizzically. There is waiting.
Well, we believe that our confrontation with Sidon might be sooner than later, and we have went to the Island of Time and we fought alongside a more adult version of vengeance, and her great power and efficiency is something we will sorely need. We've heard something about potions. Do you know anything about that?
I've heard rumors that those might have once existed. I know that that's how they did it in the old days. I have a suspicion that the Cassis might, but other than that, I cannot see if there are any still in existence.
I see. What about recruiting other dragons to our cause? Do you know the whereabouts of any other of Balmitra's brood?
Balmitra's brood, you have Aziz, yes?
Yes.
And
Is he one of her brood?
and she kind of shrugs. And then you could
We
always...
saw another dragon on the. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Actually, we also saw a dragon flying around the island of yonder, but we don't know if that was one of them.
I think that was an adult one, right?
Yeah, kind of. I'm pretty sure it was. Well, he said a dragon. It didn't say. I don't.
And then
And-
there's always Hexia.
Hexia. Does Hexia have dragon egg or young dragons in her possession? Or do you mean to recruit her herself?
Oh, no.
And she does not respond to that question.
Let's see. And do you know where Corbin might find the lost legacy of the Dragonlords? The, I guess, I don't know where they used to be, the fortress or the treasure hoard or whatever it was.
Well, that's Gravik. Right? Gravik is destined to find the lost treasure of the Dragonlords.
Didn't we already
Yeah,
do
and
that?
I think
Didn't-
Corbin
thought that's
is
what we
meant to
got
find
on
the
the
lost
island.
fortress. Do you already know where the fortress is?
I don't think he is
No.
too.
No, we know the. Oh shit! Yeah, right. The treasure's buried. Oh,
I thought we already
treasure-
got the treasure. Wasn't that what the dragon was guarding?
Yeah,
Did
but
we
I'm
not?
talking specifically about your epic path.
Oh,
But how would Demetrius know what his epic path is?
Well, that's why I'm being like I'm saying like random Dragonlord things like.
And she says there are some things that have been sunk that need to remain sunken.
underwater.
I think I know what that means. Do you perhaps know what the seals of Chelsea look like or what they are?
No.
Do you know where we might find the Sunken Kingdom?
No.
Well, that's all I got. I guess we
Arcadia looks at
didn't get
Arminius
anywhere.
and says, she says, "What do you think she means by sunken?" I was remembering that they said that the Dragonlord's treasure is buried at the prison, meant to contain a creature used by the gods as a weapon at the dawn of time. And
I
we will
think-
find it in the Nether Sea. And it says that Esther would reappear when we get closer, but he never reappeared. So we
I think
found
maybe, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
that
well, we found
treasure
a
was the
treasure
treasure
with-
that we.
with Hezebel, but that doesn't seem nearly to be big enough to be the big dragons. But Hezebel did say that his Dragonlord told him to protect that. So
And didn't Corbin also
but
find his
Esther
armor
has-
there, which according to his epic quest he should have found there? So I think that was the treasure of the Dragonlord.
That's what I said.
So yeah,
okay.
but I think the sunken hint is maybe a hint to the sunken kingdom. That she's maybe hinting that something is there at the sunken kingdom for us.
But didn't she
But-
say we should just leave it alone?
Said it needs to say sunk. Didn't say we couldn't go there.
Oh.
Does anyone else have any Oracle-related questions?
Only ones that I can ask in private.
Should we go to Acastus?
Sure.
Like, is everyone in agreement with that?
But you want to go talk to Acastus?
Yeah, about the vengeance potions?
Watch
I
this
think
one.
we should just figure out where they are and steal them. He's not going to give them to us.
No, but if he says that he has them, then we know where to begin stealing them.
Watch this stream.
Maybe the Oracle knows.
She just
No,
said she
I just asked
can't
her and
see
she
it.
didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if we
She
want
said
to alert.
maybe
I
Acastus has
I don't
them.
know if I don't know if we want to alert Acastus that we're looking for him. I think we should figure out where they are and get them.
All right.
Watch this
But
stream.
then,
As soon as
how
they
do you
start
want
to
to figure
leave.
that out?
Find one of his dragon guards and question them.
As soon as they get ready to leave,
Okay, we can do that if you want.
they're gonna be like, "What the
We
fuck?"
could ask bring that coffee, whatever, to that silver dragon and ask him how he got
Yeah.
older.
That's true. We've been down to see the dragon
Icarus?
before.
What the heck was his name?
Icarus, yes, I think something like that. Okay.
Was that?
Do we want to go to Icarus then?
Yes.
Okay, then I guess the party sets out for Icarus.
Okay.
Oh, see, that's interesting because when we first met him, he was described as an adult, but he sounded like a teenager.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's about all the proof we need, isn't it? Akasta stole his things for
Oh my
sure.
god. Wow. Holy fuck. July 31st, 2022, fellas.
Almost as if that was all planned all along.
And Gorgio dropped a dragon egg. That's what I would call them, instead of Easter eggs. But remember, he wants tribute in the form of hot black water from Starbo.
I'm thinking, we could also try to strong arm Akastas into giving us the potions. Maybe even ask him kindly first.
Yeah.
He's the king.
Corbin doesn't like him. I don't trust him at all. Let's go talk to
See
the
if
dragon.
Valis. Talk to the dragon, and you can also ask Queen Valis.
All right, let's I guess talk to the dragon first then.
All right, so we are departing.
Yep.
All right, so as you all turn to leave, she says, "Keep in mind, you only have 40 days left till the oath expires."
40, thank you.
It's like forever.
Don't worry, once we get close, we'll just take another trip to the Island of Time and buy us another 30 days.
It's like wishing for more wishes.
This is crazy. 40 days.
That does make me very suspicious, actually,
About what?
about a lot of things.
Me giving you suspicious things? What? So what do we do?
Head to the dragon.
Head to the dragon. Now, where was the dragon hiding?
It's underneath the library, I think.
I think the last time we met it was at the palace, right?
Yeah, we went up downstairs.
I know it's underground somewhere.
Icarus. Da, 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 da.
Isn't it
Okay.
a library or something like that?
So
We go down to the depths. And he's lying atop a small fortune of silver coins. So apparently he likes silver. Remember?
yeah.
I have 1,000 silver on hand.
I got 6,000 silver on hand.
Okay. So as you needed to go into the castle, if I remember.
Yes.
Please.
I thought it was a library, but who knows? It was silver.
No, we had to go down. I'm reading it right now.
And are we
see
bringing him
Icarus.
tribute?
Do we have coffee or the Starbo stuff that he likes?
I have 7,000 silver.
That would be good tribute, yeah. Well,
That was our 22nd day together. So that was almost 2 months ago that we saw him. More than 2 months ago that we saw him. Oof. In
Wow.
in game time.
So as you are coming in, you hear loud snoring coming from the main courtyard of the palace.
Okay.
I go check out the smoke, the snoring.
And you see laying on top a massive fortune of silver coins is one Icarus
In the courtyard.
in the courtyard. And he's, let's say he's a little wide.
Oh, damn.
And you see freshly slaughtered sheep also. The DM is always sus.
I will say, I will yell out as loud as I can. Icarus, greetings. It is a pleasure to meet you again.
The story continues.
I will look over. 100 silver coins from my bag of holding and say, no, but I brought you this.
Just 100?
There's more for you if you answer our questions.
I guess.
And I will toss the 100 silver on his pile. I'll say, have you ever been fed a potion that aged you up?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I will insight check him, and I will use my inspiration.
Okay. Let's see, what is that? Second. You believe him.
And I will shrug at Corbin. I'll say, this lead is dead.
I will say, come now, you must know.
He starts laughing.
If you don't want to keep laughing forever, you should tell me.
He starts laughing again. Man, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. I don't know.
I'll keep making him laugh for a while, see if it makes him nervous.
He starts laughing and starts crying at the same time. And actually, everyone here would be laughing and crying.
Yeah.
I'll say, Corbin, please stop. Please. Stop, it's too funny.
Shut up, man.
I will tell Icarus, well, that's a shame, because we had like 5,000 coins, but I guess we'll go and spend beer.
Wait. I mean, 5,000, that's pretty good money. You just want to know if you just want to know if I was ever given a potion?
I want to know where they are.
I don't know where they are.
Do you know who has them?
Well, I remember. Well, he looks at you sus. But you said 5,000, right?
I will look at Corbin.
I will nod.
And I will say, can you show him the goods, Corbin? I mean, this is for vengeance, your dragon.
I'll reach into the bag and I'll show him 5,000 silver.
Well, from what I remember, me and Argon, we were both fed those about 20 years ago when we were first hatched. But honestly, I haven't seen any of them since. So I don't know if he has more or not. But we only had the two that I know of.
But what about the
Argon?
other dragons that Acastus commands? They are like largely adults as well, right?
Well, they're a little bit older.
They're older than you?
Yeah.
Who's Argon?
Gaius' dragon.
Oh god. I will turn to Corbin and say, your grandson is a Dragonlord?
Of course he is, as what Icarus says.
How do you,
threw
could
your
you spell the
grandson.
dragon?
Wait, what'd you say?
Oh, just could you spell the dragon's name in the chat for me, please?
And what did Demetrius say?
I will say, you threw your grandson, who is a Dragonlord, into the lava as a Dragonlord.
And Icarus, and before you say anything, Icarus says, "What are you talking about? He didn't throw him in no lava."
And I will turn to Icarus. What do you mean?
He never threw him into any lava. They're actually pretty good friends, from what I've been told.
Gaius and Corbin are good friends.
From what I've been told, yeah. After the games, Corbin revealed to him that they were grandfather and grandson, and they got pretty close.
Who was anybody killed in the Battle of 100 Hands?
No.
Then we rewinded back to the first of the game.
Who won the games?
He says, "Surely you jest. Of course you did. You know you won."
How did he win the game?
Who? Wait, who? Who? He? Demetrius or Nico?
Demetrius.
So some minor details about the world seem to have changed.
And Icarus looks
Like-
at you like, "What are you talking about?"
I will say one moment, Icarus, and I will turn to the party and say, if we are now earlier than we have ever been, then it means that the games and all of the several months earlier as well, right? So maybe that's why there are some things different.
How long ago did the games end?
And he starts laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, stop! It's only been a week. You know this. But about my reward.
Well, where were you when you got these potions?
I was in the keep. Stop! It's so funny.
I'm going to plug my ears with wax.
Can't hear anything.
You have wax? Where'd you get? Where did you have wax from?
I thought we always had wax. We're always plugging our ears with things.
You haven't plugged your ears in a while, and wax
Yeah, it's
does.
been a while.
And wax does disintegrate. I guess is the word.
Yep.
So,
I will keep my eyes
Arcadia.
open.
I will hand over 5,000 silver.
And he thanks you very much. And as you do so, Vengeance gurgles.
I will say, they're their vengeance, and she'll laugh.
Is there a list of the games and who competed
I could
and the results?
I could make one, but the outcome was the same. The winner's the same, but nobody died,
Including
including
the one that Arcadia cares about.
including the one that Arcadia cares about.
Wait, then what effect will that have on Ileana? Does she no longer hate Demetrius? Is he now a good guy?
Guess so.
Suspicious. I will turn to Corbin and I'll say, what do you want to do now? Do you want to ask Valis?
Yeah, maybe.
And I start laughing.
Well, Arcadia's gonna look in her bag. Does she still have the bag from? Does she still have the coin from Darian?
Yes.
It's weird.
I'm gonna look. Do I still have my boots?
You do.
Oh my god.
Well, I think we should talk to Queen Valis, maybe. And I would be going towards the palace to try and find the queen.
Yeah, that's where Arcadia was going to head anyway.
Okay. And as you all are going into the palace, you hear like some like heavy armor marching your way.
Turn and look. What is it?
And a group of Amazon warriors stop, and one comes rushing forward and says, "You're back! You're back!
Draw
You're
my
back!
longsword.
You're back! You're back!"
I will sheath
Is that
my sword
Michaela?
again.
That is Ilyana.
It's what? Oh, that. Holy. Oh my god.
Wait, what? I missed that.
It's Ilyana. She's rushing up to us, Arcadia.
To Arcadia,
What the hell?
and rushes and almost bows you down, like bowls you over by grabbing you and hugging you.
Okay. Oh my god. I am just yeah, I'm sure Arcadia is reacting just like I am. She like kind of stands there for a second and then stiffly, but then gives her a hug.
And she says, "You're back sooner than I thought you would be. I thought you'd be gone for a while."
How long have I been gone?
It's only been like, what, 4 or 5 days now? You said you'd be gone for a few weeks.
She's such a joker.
Where's Hatria?
Hatria? She's probably back with Darian, I'm guessing.
This is going to be a really strange question. Did Lutheri, were the Amazons ever forced to worship Lutheria? By
Huh? The hell are you talking about?
What the
She looks
hell?
at Demetrius and said, "Did I sit in that fucking throne and I don't remember?"
If that was the case, I probably wouldn't be here.
Did Corbin say something?
Oh. Arcadia just.
Actually, you know, we killed Lutheria, right? So, whatever happened,
Yeah, I
it may
heard
be
you did.
related to Lutheria's disappearance. Like, what if she was gone? No, I can't explain this, and neither can
Does this mean that she might not have ever? Oh, if no one died, that's because there is no goddess of death. So does this go back in time then? That means she never existed?
What the hell? Maybe killing
Arcadia's
gods
still-
isn't so casual as we think.
Seems
Arcadia
pretty
looks
funny
in
to
her
me.
Arcadia looks in her backpack. She's had with her since the beginning of this campaign that little bronze chalice with Lutheria's symbol on it. Is it in there?
No.
We must have changed the world by defeating her in some way.
And she looks at Ilyana and says, "But you know we defeated Lutheria."
Well, yeah, that's why I'm surprised. Like, you're back so soon. Like, you were amping it up like it was going to be a massive fight, but guess not. Good job.
What about the Amazon leadership?
What do you mean?
Is there a woman named Moxina in charge of the Amazon? Or
Maxina? No, she's like the concierge, but Darian's the queen.
what is Moxina? Is she a woman or a?
Yeah, of course. What do you?
Is she a Medusa?
What? Maxina?
Yes.
A Medusa.
Yes.
Did you get bumped on your head? Are you trying to tell me a joke? I mean, you're so funny. You know that. I swear, you're a funny man. You always make me laugh.
Demetrius scratches his head in confusion and looks at Arcadia, and then looks back at. So, Darian, what's her opinion about me? Does she speak favorably of me?
Of course. Like,
What?
yeah, even your brother's over there with Amazons as we speak.
What?
I will turn to Corbin and I will say, "Punch me."
I'll punch him.
I get punched in the face and I touch my lip and there's some blood and bruising. And I look around to see if I'm awake.
You are awake.
Huh.
Are we?
Well, if we think about it, it was the betrayal that Lutheria made Moxina do that turned her into a...
Right.
Exactly, and if Lutheria never made Moxina do the betrayal,
Right.
then all of that drama didn't happen.
So does the helm? So I'm guessing I don't have a helm of the Medusa helm has disappeared that I normally have been wearing. Yes.
Well, yeah, when you go to inspect it, it's just a normal helm with like a scary image of a Medusa, but not an actual Medusa.
Oh, we don't have our helms anymore? I paid good money for those.
Do we have the money back? Suddenly the money's still up here. Oh God. Arcadia looks at Ileana. Says, "Forgive me, but something happened over the past 5 days, and what I remember and what you remember are different. So I'm going to be asking a lot of questions that won't make sense to you. But was my mother still stolen by a green dragon?"
And she puts her head down. Yes. But your father said he's going to help you with that.
If Moxina
What?
never
My-
became...
My father said he was going to help me find Hexia?
Yeah, he said whenever you're ready that he would help you. Are
And
you okay?
who's my father? No, I'm not okay. Who is my father?
You say, who's your daddy?
And she goes up and pinches you and are you taking a piss? Like
Lutheria
funny,
casts
isn't it?
spells on our mind. We are forgetful.
you know
I think so.
you know your dad is Pythor. What are you talking like what?
Right, okay. But
I'm also thinking about if Moxina never became the Lady of Coins, is that big boss guy still around? Did he even ever terrorize us? We need to see if we can buy something and see how expensive it is.
Arceus says, Ileana, why did I leave Venus? What happened? Did you come with me?
Well, yeah, you got a message that about your dad and that Honora was getting married, and you wanted to go and meet all of them, and you were trying to sneak away, you little sneakster. But you know, I caught you, and no, one thing led to another, and here we are.
Lutheria's influence has waned from the world. Then what the hell will happen if we kill Sidon?
Maybe killing a god has a little bit more repercussions than you actually thought.
Yes. we need to think about that, because if we kill Sidon, what if like the go dry, or like the Fey race and suddenly stop existing or something?
Arcadia just grasps Ileana's hand tightly in hers.
Chicken butt. I agree. And she says, "Are you okay? You're trembling. What's wrong?"
And she just says, "I'm so glad to see you," and she just gives her a hug.
I'm glad to see you too. And then at this point, Michaela walks up and, if you two lovebirds, and she'll say, "If you two lovebirds are done, we have some training to do."
And Arcadia would drop one knee and put her fist on her chest and say,
"My lady, you bow to no one."
What is Arcadia's status among the Amazons? I will ask the woman.
Michaela said she's second in command of everything.
Like all of the Amazons?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You know this. You were there for her promotion.
Well, Lutheria's magic...
He's a great
affected...
joker.
Look, I'm gonna be dead honest with you guys. I said when we left, there was a very different reality, and now that we've killed Lutheria, reality has changed.
Yeah, I think her
Me?
influence
Sus?
has like disappeared from the world in
I'm not
various
sus
ways, like
whatsoever.
the things she did to manipulate events, maybe.
I think I might want to go back to my old house on this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you did promise us a visit with your parents. I think we're supposed to have a dwarven dinner with you.
I think that's an excellent idea, but whilst we're here, we should talk to Valis first. See if we can suss out a bit more information.
The queen.
Yes.
The queen's up in Astoria right now. She's they're getting prepared for the birth.
The birth
Honora's
of
pregnant?
And she's like,
Honora's...
Of course she's
Oh.
pregnant. She's been pregnant.
Well, I knew that. Actually, Arcadia did know that.
She's a whale, but sorry, I can't say that.
Wait, hold on. She's pregnant? How long has she been pregnant?
Well, when humans when they mate, usually gestation takes about 9 months. I know it's a little bit quicker with centaurs, but from here it's about 9 months.
Excuse me?
Wait, what? Wait, is Nor...
Who is the father exactly?
Lord Bluehaven.
Oh, right, of course, yes.
Right.
Well, I'm glad that they two managed to, have a child, and I will quickly begin walking away.
And Ileana will say, "Man, that Demetrius, he's such a jokester."
Wow. Just reading Twitch chat. Captain Sussy Pants.
I'm not sus. How am I sus? I'm not sus.
I think we need to be there at that birth and make sure that it's a human.
Oh, you're making the laughing part really easier. I don't even have to act.
It's as if Corbin really does have these powers.
Captain Sussy Pants.
Sussy Pants makes sus things. Oh my god. Yeah, I know alternate timelines. I don't know, it's like, oh my god. They wouldn't even know what that was. Except, well, Arcadia had a taste of it with the Sphinx when she found Ileana around the table and with the. So.
I will tell Corbin. I think we should talk to Augustus about the potions, but I'm leaving it in your hands.
I guess
I can
maybe
do
he's
it.
maybe he's who knows, maybe he's nice now too. You never know.
And I began laughing again. And I said, please. But this is good. We can use your voice as a
get
weapon.
rid of this wheel. You have to get rid of the wheel of fortune.
Jeez.
Oh, Brogar,
Spin
you
it to
missed a
win it.
lot, dude. You missed a lot of shit.
So I would walk to the throne with if the rest wants to join.
Yep.
All right.
Oh gosh.
The
So I
throne.
guess is it Liana go back and she's training with.
Yeah, she went. So she would look very embarrassed and say, "I'm sorry. I know you don't like this, but we'll give you a quick kiss and run away."
Whenever she tries to give her a kiss, I'm gonna make her laugh.
And she'll laugh.
Corbin uses whatever powers he gets for evil.
Wait, I wonder then if we have.
Why
our
is it
crew
evil
back.
to make people laugh, Demetrius?
Yeah, the last time you ever
My
saw
stomach is
Arcadia
starting to
like-
hurt, man.
The last time you ever saw Arcadia like this was in that reflection in the mirror that Nico still carries around.
I mean, I guess the Arcadia that was never B would have had an entirely different life and personality because she never suffered under like the yoke of tyranny and oppression.
Yeah, see.
But
So I guess that's why their relationship
That's
is
why
more
she's laughing all
jovial.
the time now.
well, but I don't know. Does Arcadia feel like? But no, if Arcadia still has.
Yeah, but you're
the memories
still an
of the old,
Arcadia
right?
that never existed.
But I mean, right? And Giorgio, like Arcadia still remembers all the stuff that she remembers.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You remember like the you remember Hatchery getting killed. You remember all
Okay,
that shit
okay,
that's
right.
led up to today. Except now, sus.
Right.
Actually, none of the
See-
people you know anymore, Arcadia. All strangers.
See, this
to
is
you.
not a problem for Corbin at all because he has no memory. So
You people every day.
yeah.
Yeah, we still have the memories of the timeline that we've been living, but now everything has changed around us. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Corbin's developing a cough.
So, what do we find at the throne?
You do see a Cassis there. You see Bella, which is a concubine, and you see a Commander Gaius.
And he's not burnt, obviously, because he didn't get thrown in the thing.
Correct. He is not burnt.
Corbin
I'll
will
see.
wave at him.
Grandson or grandfather, how are you? Congratulations on your victory. And Cassis kind of scoffs at that.
Did you join the Order of the Dragonlords, Gaius?
No, I'm still a member of the Sidon. But I do have a dragon that I ride from time to time, of course. I should have put
Without
this-
the bond?
We have a bond.
I'll say, Acastus, it is good to see you again.
King Acastus, please.
King Acastus, I will say after. And do you, we may see confused or out of date with battle with Lutheria was, and we believe she has affected our memories in various ways. So if we make any mistakes, that's why. But we came here to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Do you have the potions that can age up a dragon?
I do not.
Do you know where they are?
I do not. There are no more.
What happened to them?
I'd like to insight check that.
Okay. You believe him. And he says, I fed them to Argand and Icarus. I only had two.
do you know where we can make some more, or did you buy them from someone, or how did you acquire them?
Lady, if I had means of acquiring more, don't you think I would be using them? An adult dragon's nice, but an ancient dragon's better, don't you think?
And what about all those copper dragons that your messengers ride? Are they just naturally aged, or?
Yeah.
It takes a long time to age a dragon, doesn't it?
Was it all you needed?
Corbin's gonna go up to Gaius and slap him on the back and say, "Hey, you remember when you gave me these boots?"
And he's like, yeah, I remember you stole me, you son of a bitch.
Is he laughing while he does it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're all laughing.
Say, King Gaius,
That's
are
my
you
grandson.
confident? Oh, sorry. As I say, King Gaius, are you still confident in your choice to support Lutheria and Sidon?
Is there anything else I can help you with, Centaur?
We will meet again.
That's a funny centaur, isn't he, King?
And I will begin laughing at that.
Ha ha ha.
And then I guess I'll begin leaving the castle.
Okay. And now what?
And once we are outside, I will turn to Corbin and I will say, you know, it's pretty nice for you. You have a grandson again. You need to, you should get him away from the influence of Augustus in Sidon. You should make him a Dragonlord.
I'm not sure I really believe. I don't think he was lying, but I think there's still some potions around somewhere.
I think that someone at least stole them or has them, and we have no idea who. I'm not sure about Augustus, though. What he said did make sense, that if he had them, he would probably use them. But, you know, if you have any ideas on how to check if he has them, or if there's like a treasury we can sneak into.
Yeah, I'll try and find some more out later. And why do you keep laughing every time I'm talking?
Stop it! And I'll say, hey, Nico, you want to go outside and tear down the statue of Lutheria?
I would think Nico would probably want to run back home first.
Probably.
Instead of tearing down
Oh, yeah, we
the
said we went to the
statues.
dwarven dinner. Yeah. But you know, we're already here. I mean, I'm just asking him.
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Of course.
If they're going to tear down the statue, I'm going to gather the crowd and start doing a comedy routine.
Ugh, Arcadia can't stand it. She's gonna go to the nearest store and try to buy something and see if there's a markup.
So when alright, we'll do that in a second. When the party starts to go to tear down a statue, you get some booze.
I start giving them jokes so they can be happy.
They'll laugh and then go back to booing, and then laugh and go back to booing.
All right, I'll just keep it up while they're booing, and so they're always.
I'll tie ropes around the statue and myself. Who can help with like beast form and just like yank it down like dictators and stuff.
Yeah. All right. It goes down. What is Arcadia trying to buy at a shop? As when you walk in, there are kind of like a couple people, and they're just kind of BSing, and then they straighten up really quick.
She's just gonna. Actually, she wants to buy. She's curious to see how much. Shit, what's that name? That sorry. Well, let me just say before I say a thing. Does it cost more? Or does it cost the asking price, or something that is more like a markup that Mitros would be, a normal markup?
Depends what you're looking for.
Oh, okay.
Ask for a healing potion.
Well,
That's
okay,
a good
so
marker.
she's bought. Yeah, she's bought healing potions 4. How much would that be?
And just a regular healing potion.
Yeah.
And they'll look, and he'll slide it over and say, for you, for the great Arcadia, it's on the house.
What the hell? Wait, did my feud just not exist? No.
I get it. Well, I mean,
wanted to kill him so bad.
He's still probably around. Now it'll be easier because he won't remember you.
Well, now I have no business with him.
You can still search him out, of course.
Well, why would I kill some random dude that never did anything to?
You don't know he never did anything.
I need to find that out.
Wow.
Winked out of existence.
And you, Amitri says, "I'll be so pissed if that guy didn't fucking steal my gold."
So you want to look for him?
Does he have the gold back in his backpack? You should check.
He does not.
No.
So does he want to look for him, or do we want to go to Nico's family first?
I think we should go.
Family first, his house.
Family.
Yeah.
Well,
Nico would be very curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Nico's family first. Have a nice night here.
And does Arcadia tell the people or tell them about the potion?
Yeah, she would. She would actually bow to her head and said, "I appreciate it," and then she would take it and then tell them.
Anything for you.
I hope he still beat me up.
All right, let's head down to Nico's house. All right, is you going to your house, Nico, or your parents' house?
He'll stop by his actual house that his buddy was living in with his family to
Okay.
see if who's there, you know.
Yeah. So as you're walking up, obviously this crowd is still following you guys. You smell, you see from your house, smoke coming out from the stack, and you smell very delicious, like a stew getting made.
So he'll go up and knock on the door.
And the door opens, and your wife is looking at you, and you hear, Papa's home!"
Shit!
And let's pick it up next week.
Oh man!
That was cool.
Planet of the Apes shit going on now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. Cool. That was fun. Yeah, Brogar missed like half of it. He's gonna have to go back and watch. Yeah. But yeah, we'll call it, and we'll pick it up next week and see what happens.
Foreman's going to become the most famous nightclub guy around.
But it's like we killed in the past. I mean, my steak fries is out. Yeah, that sounds good. But yeah, we're on stream. We'll be back with this game next Sunday. Hopefully, we'll be playing some Phandelver next Saturday, and then maybe some Final Fantasy 14 throughout the day or throughout the week. But yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you next week. Take care.